Hello students, welcome to iExamB. I'm Neha, your law faculty at iExamB's Legal B. Students, as you already know कि मैंने एक सीरीज स्टार्ट किया था जहां पे कि मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस कर रही थी वो कौन से इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शंस हैं, प्रोविजंस हैं, कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं फ्रॉम द वेरियस लॉ सब्जेक्ट्स, फ्रॉम द वेरियस एक्ट्स which you have to be very thorough with if you are preparing and going to appear for any of the competitive law exams. So इस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो में भी मैं अपने उस सीरीज को कंटिन्यू करते हुए आज एक नए सब्जेक्ट को एक्ट को डिस्कस करने वाली हूँ, आपको बताने वाली हूँ उस पर्टिकुलर लॉ सब्जेक्ट से वो कौन से इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शंस हैं, प्रोविजंस हैं जो कि आपको बहुत ही थॉरली पढ़ना है. यू हैव टू बी वेरी क्लियर विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू दोज सेक्शंस as those sections are very important from that particular act. But before we move ahead with our today's discussion, let me remind you that do remember to subscribe to the channel and press on the bell icon so that you can stay tuned and stay updated. Apart from this, अगर आपको कोई भी questions हो, confusion हो, कोई भी doubt आपको clarify करना हो तो आप हमें approach कर सकते हो through the email ID or the phone number which is displayed on the screen. Apart from this, you can also go and visit our website wherein you will get the details with respect to the various competitive law exams. So do remember to subscribe to the channel, stay tuned and stay updated. Now moving ahead with our today's discussion, as I already mentioned कि इस particular video में मैं आज एक नए subject को, एक नए act से related important provisions को discuss करने वाली हूँ. तो वो है आज का discussion topic हमारा Code of Civil Procedure और the Civil Procedure Code 1908. तो इस particular law subject से, act से वो कौन-कौन से sections है, provisions है which you have to be very thorough with because again we know CPC एक ऐसा subject है जो कि हमारे most of the competitive law exams में यहाँ से questions आते ही हैं. So you can not just miss out the very important areas. Before I go ahead and discuss the various provisions with respect to CPC, let me remind you कि आप में से किसी का भी अगर miss हो गया है to watch any of the videos of this particular series, you can go to the description of this particular video wherein you will get the link of all the previous videos in the series which I have come up with and you can watch them. Now moving ahead with our CPC discussion, तो CPC है क्या? Basically एक ये ऐसा law है जो कि govern करता है जो भी procedural aspects है civil dispute से related इंडिया में, उससे related aspects को cover करता है. Primary objective क्या है अगर हम इसका बोलेंगे is to provide a uniform and efficient framework for what? For the administration of the civil justice in the country. And so basically हमारा civil procedure code इसीलिए important है. Now we move ahead to our discussion with respect to वो कौन से important sections and all हैं civil procedure code में. So you can see कि civil procedure code that is CPC में आपका जो है definition section that is section 2 that is very important and you know that CPC is divided into different parts. So basically if we talk about part 1 of the CPC which is talking about the suits in general, तो वहां पे आपको बहुत thorough होना पड़ेगा with all the definitions which are there, then what is the hierarchy of the court or the jurisdiction of the courts and all these basic aspects you have to be very clear and thorough with. Then moving further, 9 to 11 is very important because over there some important topics, some important concepts are there like res judicata which is actually one of the very important topics which is being asked in the exams. Then courts to try all civil suits unless and until it is barred or stay of suit. So these are three concepts, these three sections are very important. Moving further, 13 and 14 is important because यहाँ presumption से related aspects discuss किए गए हैं जो कि foreign judgment से related है या फिर when the foreign judgments they will not be conclusive and all. Section 26 and 27 is talking about the provisions with respect to going ahead and instituting a suit, then how the summons have to be served to the defendants, the various aspects related to that. 31 to 33 is talking about the summons to the witnesses, penalty for default and judgment and decree. Again very important. What is a judgment? What is a decree? So you should know these two concepts and if there is any difference between them that is also very important. Then definition of the court which passed a decree that is under section 37. Next अगर आप देखें तो section 39 जो की बात कर रहा है transfer of decree and 46 is talking about precepts. Section 47 is talking about questions to be determined by the court executing the decree and after that we move on to section 49 to 52 which is talking about who is the transferee, the legal representatives, what is the power of the court to go ahead and enforce execution, then what are the various requirements with respect to the enforcement of decree against the लीगल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स। 54 to 57 हमारा बात करता है अरेस्ट एंड डिटेंशन की, पार्टीशन ऑफ एस्टेट और सेपरेशन ऑफ शेयर की, देन सबसिस्टेंस अलायंस, देन व्हाट आर द प्रोविजंस विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू प्रोहिबिशन ऑफ अरेस्ट और डिटेंशन of women in execution of decree for money. So this is again one of the important topics. And then property liable to attachment and sale in execution of decree. Moving ahead, आप यहाँ देख सकते हो section 73 to 75, that is 73, 74 and 75 आपका important है क्योंकि यहाँ पे proceeds of execution sale to be relatively distributed among decree holders, इससे related provisions है. Power of the court to issue commission, resistance to execution, so you have to be very thorough with it. 79 and 80, what it is talking about, suits by or against the government. So what are the provisions with respect to suits by or against the government? And then notices. Section 89 is talking about settlement of disputes outside the court. Okay, so how that settlement procedure will be carried on. Section 96 आपका बहुत important है, 96 and 100. Why? Because it is talking about the provisions with respect to appeal from original decree, second appeal. So the aspects related to these are very important. You have to be again very thorough with them. And 113 to 115, again ये तीन आपका बहुत important है क्योंकि reference to the high court, what is review, what is revision, the provisions related to that, they are again very important. तो आपको बहुत thoroughly पढ़ना है उसे. Moving ahead, we can see there are certain orders under the CPC which is again very important if we talk about them. So these are some of the orders which are very important. So आप यहाँ देख सकते हो the various orders which are important, like parties to the suits, who are the parties to the suit, then framing of the suit, institution of the suit. So ये कुछ important initial orders हैं जो कि बहुत important हैं. Issue and service of summons, pleading generally, what is the plaint and the related aspects, written statement, set off and counter claim, again very important. Appearance of parties and consequences of non-appearance, adjournments, affidavits, judgment and decree, and then lastly execution of decrees and order, wherein you should be aware of stay order, what will be the mode of the execution of the decree and orders, attachment of property etc. ये सारे aspects particularly बहुत important हो जाते हैं. With this I come to an end of our today's discussion, but do remember to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned because I'll be coming with many more such videos, and we are also coming up with other important videos on a regular basis, so you can subscribe to the channel.